Hello, dears. Welcome back to your English class. Today, we are going to begin our new block 18, past tense doing words. And our aim is to identify past tense verbs from the story June Seed. So, what do you mean by this doing words? Very good. Doing words means the action words which we can do. Or this doing word is also called as the verb. VERB verb. So verb is an action word. For example, play. The word play is an action word. That is something that we can do. Or it is a verb. Then one more word. It is read. Read is also an action word which we can do, or it is a verb. And what do you mean by this past? The word past means the things which is already finished, which is already completed. For example, I have finished my homework. So, my dear children, when did you say this word? Ma'am, I have finished my homework. Yes, after completing your homework, you will say like this, I have finished my homework. So here the word finished. This is the past tense doing words. Here the word tense means the time. So this past tense doing words means the doing words, the action words which is already completed before now, before this time. Okay, so dears, in our previous class, we have learned about the present continuous tense. Did you remember that? Can you tell me any one of the present continuous words? Yes, very good. We can write like playing. Playing means, yes, you are playing now. So the things, the action which is happening now. So how can we change this word, this doing word into its present continuous form? Yes, by adding a short word like this ing. So by adding ing, we can make this present continuous words. But in the case of this past tense doing words, there is a little change that we are going to learn today. Okay, so dears, please open your English content book, page number 2, June Seed, to learn something more about this past tense doing words. Now, let's read the first paragraph of the story. Long ago, there lived an old king in China. He couldn't see very well. He couldn't hear very well. He couldn't speak very well. But he was a very clever man. Okay, now tell me, when do you think the story happened? Yes, it has happened in long ago, right? So, is the story happened in the past? Yes, of course, it has happened in the past, no? Okay, how can you tell that the story is from the past? Because the story starts with long ago. So we know that it is from the past. So now, let me show you some words, okay? I'll show you the words in two groups. So the words in the first group, look, move, cook. And in group 2, looked, moved, and cooked. Dears, can you tell me the difference between these two groups? See, the first word, look. This is a verb. It's something you do, right? And here, looked. We have added two extra letter, E and D, right? This means the action that has taken place in the past and it is completed. Here, if I use the word look in a sentence like, look at that, this means I'm just telling you to look somewhere in this time, right now. Okay? But here, when I add ed, for example, I looked there, I looked there. This means this is an action and it was done in the past and is already completed. So, adding ed is the most common way to show that an action has already happened in the past. Then see the next word, cook, cooked, and move, moved. Here the word move, it is an action. It's something that you do. So in order to make a past tense, there we add the ed, moved. So when we add ed in the end of these words, in these action words, that means the action is happened in the past. This is called past tense doing words. So we use past tense to talk about the thing that happened before now, not now. It is in before now. Like, I finished all my homework before going to bed. So, here the finished means the actions that happened in the past. Then, play, played. Here, I play. When we are saying like I play, that means it is not finished. It is going on now, right? But when we are saying about played, I played, that means I have finished my play. See these sentences? He jumped, she danced, they looked, we walked. Here, all these doing words are ending with ed. So, we added ed to the end of the most of the words to show that they happened long ago. This is called past tense. Now, let's see some more words. Is. It is a part of a doing word to be. Like he is jumping. But is in the past tense, it does not have the ed ending. It changes completely into was. For example, he is reading and he was reading. Here, this difference shows when the action happened, when when the action reading is happened. He is reading means now still he is reading. He was reading means yes, he was completed his reading. That is the meaning of this sentence. Then are. It is changed into were to make a past tense. For example, there are some pencils on the table and there were some pencils on the table. So here the first sentence means yes, now there are some pencils. But there were some pencils means now there is no pencil. But before this time, before now, yes, there are some pencils on the table. Okay. Likewise, see, so, make, made, sit, sat, know, knew. Give, gave. Speak, spoke. So, when we are looking these words, we can say that all past tense doing words do not end with ed. Some doing words change their spelling in the past form, right? For example, this make, made, grow, grew. Okay, then, my dear children, can you tell me some more words that tell us that something happened in the past? Yes, yesterday, or like in the story, long time ago, or last night, last week, and last month. These are some of the words that give us clues that things happened in the past. So now let's move on to your workbook, page number 10, past tense doing words. Here there is a short story. Okay, so after reading the story, you have to underline the past tense doing words in the story, like lived, was, added. Okay, likewise, you have to find out the past form of the words. And question number 2, find words from the above paragraph that use the following endings: ed ending with d ending and the past tense with different spelling. You have to find out here. And 3, choose one word from each column and make a sentence with each word. Okay. Then let's move on to our practice questions, page number 9. Question number 1, fill in the blanks with the past form of the words in bracket. So here you have to fill up these blanks with the past form of the words that is given in the bracket by adding ed or d. Then 2, circle the correct form of the doing words. A, Meeta and Sakshi dash a good film last week. So here watch, watched, watching. You have to find out the past form, which is that, yes, it is watched. So this is how you can find out the correct form of the doing words. And 3, rearrange the sentence in the correct order. Arrange these given sentence into its correct form. Now, let's open your grammar guide book, page number 17, adverbs. What is the meaning of adverbs? The words that tell us how an action is done are called adverbs. Okay, dear kids, here we have some examples like the baby is crying loudly. Here the word loudly describes the action word crying. Then I ate my dinner quickly. Here the word quickly describes the action word ate. Okay, so the words loudly and quickly, this tell us about how the actions are done. So these words are called adverbs. Now let's see some more examples, children. Molly spoke loudly at a function. Now here the word loudly, the underlined word loudly describes the action word spoke. And Molly suddenly forgot where she was going. Here the word suddenly describes the action word. So it is an adverb here. Then Molly is reading a poem happily. Here, what is the action word? Yes, reading. And what is adverb here? Yes, it is happily. So here the word happily describes the action word reading. Then Sam dances crazily at parties.
Now here, what is the adverb? Crazily. It describes the action word dance. Sam searched the anthill carefully and Sam lifted the books gently. So the words carefully and gently, these are the adverbs. So an adverb is a word that tells something more about a verb. An adverb tells how, where, or when an action happens. Now, we are going to learn how to form adverbs. Adverbs are mostly formed by adding ly to the adjectives. Adjectives means the describing words. For example, here we have a word beautiful. Beautiful is a describing word, right? It is an adjective. And when we add ly in this word, the beautiful, it becomes an adverb beautifully. Now, let's add ly to the describing words and form adverbs. Glad, gladly. Sad, sadly. Calm, calmly. Easy, easily. Slow, slowly. Silent, silently. These are some examples of adverbs. And let's see this sentence. The car moves slowly. So somehow words do not change. For example, I took the early bus or the bus arrives early. In some words, we don't want to make any changes. Okay, now let's move on to your grammar guide practice questions, page number 18. Question number 1. Underline the describing word in each sentence. Here you have to underline the describing words. And 2, sort the words into the table. One has been done for you. So here the describing word clear and the words that tell how means in the first box there you have to find out the describing words from the above column and the next word and the next column there you have to find out the adverbs. Then 3, complete the sentences using words that tell us how the action is done. Okay. Then 4, fill in the blanks using the correct words from the bracket. So here you have to choose the correct words from the bracket. For example, the rat took the cheese quickly or sleepily. Which one is right? Yes, it is quickly. The rat took the cheese quickly. So this how you can do this question number 1 to 4. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.